Hello? Okay, Lydia. Fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, hope everybody is well today. Thank you for foregoing your valuable Tuesday evening to join us in today's meeting. Let me share with you a story, The Bundle of Sticks. A man whose sons quarrel among themselves. To show them the benefit of working together, he brings them a bundle of sticks. He asked them to break the bundle of sticks. As expected, the brothers cannot break the stick when they are bundled together. However, they can easily be broken individually. The moral of this story is written, my sons, if you are of one mind and united to assist each other, you will be as this bundle. If uninjured by all the attempts of your enemies, but if you are divided among yourselves, you will be broken as easy as this stick. The model of this story is similar to this phrase, united we stand, divided we fall, which is commonly used in many different kinds of mottos, often to inspire utility and collaboration. In the light of COVID-19 situation, the world has changed. Divided we stand, united we fall. Why? You may be asked. It is because we are now facing challenges where we need to do things in new ways. We can't continue to do whatever we wish like before. We can't come into close contact with each other. And it is best that we keep a safe distance. Only talking to each other from webcam. As such, the phrase, divided we stand, united we fall. As it is better for everyone's health and safety, and we literally stand apart. Jokes aside, I believe that this is nevertheless still a serious matter. We need to still take the necessary precautions. Dear members, let not be disheartened. Let us think positively, as this is an opportunity for us to learn new ways of doing things. In light of current situation, we will be moving to 100% online meeting from next month onwards. We shall practice safety and conscience with 5M. Manage our health, eat more healthy food, and less junk foods. I know for those who stay at home or work from home, tend to eat more junk food as time passes, as a pastime. And I am actually one of them. Next, maintain clean hands. Hand sanitizer should also be made available for use whenever. Temasek Foundation is giving 500 ml free hand sanitizer per household. It is zero alcohol, safe and no fire risk, effective against germs like coronavirus. So please remember to collect your free 500 ml. Minimize contact. No handshake, hug, or any physical contact. Let's stand 1 meter away from each other. Mask out when unwell, as masks are limited. Use it only when you are unwell. Monitor the news with reliable source. Comply with enforcement measures. Do not forward fake news, as it will cause stress and confusion to individuals. Divided we stand, united we fall. Let's fight against the virus by being physically apart, not in spirit, but we are together and stand united to fight against this pandemic. Stay calm, stay healthy, stay safe. Before I end my speech, I would like to make some announcement. Announcement number 1. Our speech club for every Monday of April was cancelled. We are planning to have a table topic workshop for our members on 13 April, time 7:30 to 9:30. The trainer is our former members and district champion distinguished Toastmaster Ng Kim Fong. Do block your calendar. The meeting will most likely be online. We'll keep you updated at the dinner late. Thank you to those who have renewed their membership. Those who have not done so, please renew with our Planning Nui, Treasurer Nui. The renewal fees is $150 for 12 months. And now, without further ado, I shall hand over to Toastmaster of the evening, Nui, Advanced Communicator. Distinguished Toastmaster, right? Coming soon. Nui, over to you.
Thank you very much, Club President, for your opening speech today. Next, we're going to have our language evaluation section by our own membership, Angela Lansley. Angela is very busy with a member of Toastmasters and a writer. In a Toastmaster, she is the S3 area director and a member of Tampines Changkat Advance. She is also a president of Battle Heights Advance and a member of Singapore Online Toastmaster and what is it? Halloween Toastmaster in London. As a writer, she is the author of a book on wedding speech and toast. She is writing a book on improve your English and every day write a blog on travel with Angela Lansbury. Let's welcome our language evaluator today, Angela.
Thank you. I'm going to use a word of the day that you all know, but is particularly relevant. It's cooperation. I would like you to cooperate in using the word cooperation as often as you can. I shall come back later to tell you all the good things you said, the metaphors, the similes, and other good uses of English. I shall also point out pronunciation. I shall be looking out for plurals, for example, Toastmasters clubs, and one Toastmaster, but many Toastmasters. I shall, in addition, be looking for your use of the past tense. So if you talk in the present, you say, he says, but if you're talking about something in the past, you say, he said. That's all. I'll be back to speak to you again and see if you can cooperate and use the word cooperation. Thank you.
See where I can come to any control.
Thank you very much, Angela. I hope everybody
I'm not going far.
will use the word cooperation. The next section, cooperation. Okay. Cooperation. The next section, we're going to be on our prepared speeches. We have three speakers today. The first prepared speech will delivery on dynamic leadership level 2, project 3. Introduction to the mentoring. The evaluation for this speech is distinguished Toastmaster Michael V. Michael, can you read the objective of the project?
The purpose of this project.
Thank you very much, Michael. The timing sequence for this speed is 5 to 7 minutes. At the 5 minutes, the green light will be shown. The 6 minutes, the amber light will be shown. And at the 7-minute marks, the red light will be shown. And the speaker have 30 seconds to wrap up before the bell is rung. The title of the DAS speech is If I Have Seen Further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. The importance of mentor. So let's welcome Das.
Thank you, Nui. I have a presentation. Can you allow me to share the presentation? Hello, Nui. Are you able to hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you, Das.
Okay, so I have a presentation. I'm just sharing it.
Yes, we can see your screen now.
Okay. So the timing sequence will start now. Hello, are you able to hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, please set the timer now. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants. This is one of my favorite quotes by Sir Isaac Newton, which summarizes nicely what the importance of mentoring is. To explain the importance of mentoring, I will answer the 3 W questions. Why? Why do we need mentors? Secondly, what? Who can be a good mentor? And the third W, which is what? What do I need to do as a mentee so that I can stand on the shoulders of other giants? Before I answer the first why do we need a mentor? I wanted to show this humorous comic strip from Dilbert. So the guy in the green shirt is Wally, and he goes to the CEO of his company, the guy in the white shirt, and asks him to become his mentor. The CEO agrees. Later, when he stops working and his boss, the guy in the blue shirt, comes and asks him why he shouldn't be fired, Wally replies, "My mentor is your boss, so don't you dare fire me." So absolutely the wrong reason to ask for a mentor. On a more serious note, we need mentors because life is short. We can't make all the mistakes ourselves. We need to learn from the mistakes of others. Sharing a personal example, after my son was born, both me and my wife were completely overwhelmed. So we don't have family support in Singapore. And both me and my wife hadn't slept in days, and we were like arguing on very, very small things. So the good thing that I did was I thought of looking for a mentor. So I reached out to a friend who has raised 3 children in Singapore, and he really helped me to become a better parent. He gave simple tips like take turns in taking care of the baby at night, or ensure that the baby is sleeping at the same time every day. So these are things that if I had tried to learn on the job and make my own mistakes, definitely it would have taken much longer. So this really cemented why a mentor is important. Because life is short, we can't make all the mistakes ourselves. We really need to learn from others. Which leads me to the second W question, who? Who can be a good mentor? Another humorous comic strip from Dilbert. So the guy in the yellow shirt is Ashok.
Not meet physically.
He's trying to have his coffee, and then his manager comes and says that he has decided that he'll be his mentor.
The
And
other
then
one
Ashok almost dies. On a more serious note, a good mentor is someone who can help you find hope within yourselves. Giving an example from my work, after I joined Amazon, I was completely overwhelmed with the quantum of work. I spoke to my manager, and she said that she can guide me on my work, but I really needed to find a mentor who can help me become a better Amazonian. So I reached out to a very senior person in another department and requested him to be a mentor. He agreed, and then I essentially shared my
Das, we can't hear you.
Hello? Hello?
Yes, we
Yes,
can
it's
hear you.
better now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sometimes it fades off.
Okay. Is it better now?
Yes.
Yes, yes. Just now
Okay,
you
so
said backwards.
okay, I'll just maybe go back to the beginning. Request the timer to be
Right.
So this leads me to my second W question: who can be a good mentor? So this comic strip from Dilbert is a humorous way of saying who is not a good mentor. Ashok is the guy in the yellow shirt, and his boss from hell comes and says that I'll be your mentor. And Ashok almost dies. On a more serious note, a good mentor is someone who can help you find hope within yourself. Sharing an example from work, after I joined Amazon, I was completely overwhelmed at work. I had a discussion with my manager, and she said that while she can guide me at work, I really needed to find a mentor who can help me more holistically. So I reached out to a very senior person in another department and requested him to be my mentor. He agreed, and then when we set for our mentorship discussion, I shared my problem that I was getting overwhelmed with work and I was sinking. I was thinking that he will tell me all the answers. But the first thing that he said is that in this mentorship discussion, he will ask the questions. He will not give me any answers. The first question that he asked me is, what is the difference between a mentor and a coach? I didn't have any answer. So we explained that a coach is someone who helps you with a specific skill. Like for example, if I'm learning swimming, then the coach will help me develop as a swimmer. But a mentor is someone who helps you with a broader goal. Like for example, how do I become better at work? How do I become a better Amazoner? The next question that he asked me is, fast forward X number of years. Assume that you have died and it's your funeral. What do you want people to remember you for? When I thought about it, what I told him is I wanted to be remembered as a good father and a good husband, not really for my work. So he said, always remember that when you're doing 100 things at work, working 60 hours a week, remember what is really important. It's your family, and balance that. Then he asked me another question. After 5 years at Amazon, what do you want to be remembered for? I thought and said, I probably want to be remembered for one or two big things that delivered high impact. So then he asked me all the hundreds and thousands of things that I'm doing. Are these aligned to the one or two big outcomes that I want to drive? That got me thinking, and I said, no, I'm probably wasting my time doing 100 small things, whereas I should focus on one or two big things. And that really helped me manage my work-life balance by focusing on one or two things. So that is, for me, a characteristic of a good mentor. Someone who doesn't claim to know all the answers, someone who asks a lot of questions, and also guides you through those questions to the right answer. Which leads me to the third W, what? What traits do I need as a mentee? So another humorous cartoon from Dilbert. Wally is a guy in his green shirt. When the CEO comes and says, Wally, I'm mentoring you, but it's not helping. So Wally essentially blames the CEO and says, it's because you're wasting my time, you're not a good mentor, and you are teaching me how to avoid taking responsibility. Absolutely the wrong trait to have as a mentor.
Yes, a speech wasn't up. Ask whether enough.
On a more serious note, advice is like snow. The slower it falls, the deeper it sinks into the mind. So this is a good quote for me to help me understand the traits that I need to become a good mentee. From the two examples that I shared, to become a good mentee, the first trait that I need is to be open and honest. Unless I explain to my mentor that I'm sinking at work and I'm honest about it, he cannot help me. Second is to be open to feedback. Some of the questions or the feedback that he gives may not sound right, but be open to the feedback. And the third is to be accountable. Unless you take action on the feedback provided, there is no way that you can help yourself. So these are some of the traits that really helped me become a better mentee. In summary, if you want to see further by standing on the shoulder of giants, remember the 3 W's. The first W is why. Why do we need mentors? Because life is too short to make all the mistakes yourself. You need to learn from others. The second W is who. Who can be a good mentor? A good mentor is someone who doesn't claim to have all the answers, but through the process of questions, guides you to the right answer. And the last W, what? What do I need to be a good mentee? It's all about being open and honest about what the problem is. It's about having an open mind and also being accountable and responsible for your actions. Hope that was useful and hope that motivates you to find your own mentor. Thank you. Hello. Hello.
Hello. We have some issue about couldn't hear Das properly. Can you send the script to Michael?
Okay.
Yes, because he need your script to understand.
Okay. Should I? Is it better?
Lee Xiang will send the number to the chat group.
Okay. Is it better now or?
No,
Enough. 10 minutes, 21 seconds.
it's okay. You can send your script to
Yeah.
the WhatsApp or to Michael directly.
Okay.
Okay, the next speaker going to do the power. No. So EH level 4 project 3 power of humor in impromptu speech. The evaluator for this project will be Daniel.
Yes, I'm there. I'm here.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Hi, we can see you and hear you
Yes.
again.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can see you now.
Okay, sorry. I think there is another laptop that is disconnected.
Okay.
Okay. Daniel can hear you or not?
Okay, Vincent, say something.
Can you all hear me? Hear me well?
Yes. Yes, Vincent, I can hear you
Yes.
well.
All right, good. I'll start using the mic. Oh, never mind.
Okay. We cannot connect to Daniel, the evaluator. Daniel, can you hear Vincent or not?
Yes, I can hear Vincent.
Okay.
I think Zoom,
Can you
no
read
issue.
out the objective of the project?
I'll read the purpose statement. The purpose
Yes.
of this project is for the member to develop his method for giving impromptu speeches and practice adapting rehearsed stories during a presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. The speaker coming sequence is the same, right?
2 to 3 minutes, Marie.
2 to 3 minutes.
4 to 6
2
minutes.
table topics. 2 table topics.
2 table topics. It's 2 to 3 minutes.
No, 4 to 6 minutes.
So you continue or we will doing like table topics.
I will break then because there'll be 2 topics.
Okay, it means you have to be 2 to 3 minutes first, and then the second one will be 2 to 3 minutes again.
Yes, correct.
Okay, at the 2 minutes will be green, right? At the 2 minutes 30 seconds, the amber, and 3 minutes the red, and you have 30 seconds to wrap up for the first one, the first table topic. Okay. The speaker of this is the immediate past president of Tampines Changkat Advance. He said he loved durian and he missed durian for this season. So he hoped that after the COVID had been gone, he will have a chance to have durian during our gathering. Our speaker is, sorry, I have the Advanced Computer Silver, Advanced Leader Bronze, and ECS Vincent Chen. Okay, you have 12 topics to select. Which number you want to go first?
5.
Number 5.
Mm.
Number 5, your topic is you are invited to share your thoughts about the completion of important group project or events. You are invited to share your thoughts about the completion of important group project or event. Can you hear that?
Yes, Nui.
Okay. You can start now.
Okay. The important event, the mother of all dreams, every guy could dream of, is doing a table topic. Because when I do the table topic, I have no idea. And it was such an important event in my life. Because it doesn't matter, the table topic is done in front of President Obama, in front of Sangeeta, it's in front of my wife. My wife, because before marriage, people always tell me, women are easy to pick up, just like dollar bills, because it takes a lot of effort to pick up the dollars. But before marriage, I thought she was the darling, the princess. And whenever she asked me questions like 2 to 3 minutes, dear, what are we going to eat? What are we going to do? I say, forget it. She often say, wow. And I thought I could get away with it. But after marriage, do you think doing table topics is very important nowadays? Well, really depends on the mood of a woman. Don't you agree? Just like elevator, it can go up and it can go down. You have to see whether you're going on the top floor to jump down from the building. Because at times, you really will feel like jumping down. Take for instance, whenever I ask her, what are you going to cook tonight? Whatever. I'll say, good. Then I have this. But when I come home, she'll say, you'll eat whatever I cook. Because my wife, the prime minister of the house, always right. And therefore, the most important of my life event is really doing simple table topics in front of my wife, which I think really makes me fabulous. Only if I succeed in making her happy. Back to you, Nui. You can ask the next question. Is it 2 minutes already?
2 minutes, 8 seconds.
Okay. Daniel, good to go?
Yes.
Okay,
Alright.
Daniel, you can hear, right?
Yes.
Can see, right?
Okay. Which number would you like to go for the second topic?
I think 8.
Number 8. Number 8 say that your club is holding an open house.
Mhm.
You are asked to share a short speech about your experience in Toastmasters and how it has enriched your life. Your club is holding an open house. You are asked to share a short speech about your experience in Toastmasters and how it has enriched your life.
Okay, I have a secret to share. The secret to a happy Toastmasters meeting is ask not what your club members can do for them, but what you can do for your club members. And because of this, I signed on a 3-year contract with Tampines Changkat Advanced Toastmasters. 3 years contract from being secretary, VPE, club president. And now in my 4th year, I haven't retired yet. I'm still the IPP, immediate past president. And it has helped me in my life. Changkat is so enriching that it's like a buffet spread. You must have a taste of everything before you can please everyone here, isn't it? You see, before I had the appetizer, I was just someone who can't even talk well. But after I had the main course, talking with Michael, we having ice cream magnum every day, I'm so filled that I've overweight with fatness, with goodness, with everything under the sun. Do you want to be fat like me? I'm sure you all do. Therefore, Toastmasters will make you fat with all the brilliance that you need. And by the time you go district level, you're overweight. And therefore, that's what the club has been doing to me. They fed me so well. Our SAA has also done a fabulous job, but today I'm taking a diet. I'm having dinner at home. So end of the day, come to Toastmaster because it is such enriching. You see, even I have lost weight by not going for chapter meetings. So do not lose weight by going for chapter meetings. Come and sit down online and have your food and dinner together. Back to you, Toastmaster of the evening.
Thank you very much. 1 minute, 50 seconds. Thank you very much, Thomas. Okay, thank you very much, Vincent, for sharing your experience with Toastmasters. The third speaker and the final speaker for tonight is doing VC. I'm not sure what it is. Okay. From L1, project 1, the evaluator of this project is our Vice President of Education, Changkat. Can you read out the objective, please? Cannot hear. Unmute, please.
Yeah. Good evening, everyone. The purpose statement for this speech is, the purpose of this project is for the member to introduce himself or herself to the club and learn the basic structure of a public speech.
Okay. What is your title? Sorry. Huh? Red light surprise you. Okay. Let's welcome Desmond on the title of the speech. Let life surprise you.
Yes. 30 years ago.
Desmond, sorry, you need to be loud.
Loud or soft?
Loud, loud.
Loud, loud. We can't hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Can it get slightly better than this?
All right.
Louder.
Okay. 30 years ago, there was a scrawny little kid. Can you hear me now? Is it better?
Yeah, this is good.
Okay, thank you. 30 years ago, there was a little scrawny little kid who was sitting in the crowd serving out his NS. A platoon commander came and said he wanted some volunteers to be a lifeguard. And this scrawny kid who can barely swim in one lap decided to volunteer for the role, right? For the reason of going back every day for 2 weeks, right? And then he was sent to a camp in Jurong where he had to swim 120 laps per day for 2 weeks. So he got his wish of going back home every day, but it was swim, sleep, repeat for 14 days. After that whole incident, he now becomes a much better swimmer and he's no longer afraid of water. And that scrawny kid was me. So that was my first encounter of life surprising me. Fast forward to 2009, during the subprime crisis, when the whole economy was going down, I joined a software company, which I don't even know what the software company was selling. Does anybody know what BPM stands for? Right? So in the software world, a lot of software people don't even understand what the word BPM. BPM means business process management, right? So that company was invited by the Singapore government to help the manufacturing sector in Singapore. I joined the company without knowing what I was trying to sell, right? But through the course of that experience in that company, I managed to become the APAC #1 salesperson, right? So that's life surprising me, second round, so second time. In 2018, I accidentally stepped into a CC at Changkat Simei to see what Toastmasters was all about. And I met Chia. Chia decided to approach me and ask me to join Tampines Changkat Advance. And that's what I did. So within the first year in Tampines Changkat, I was privileged to be part of the Exco. Toastmasters is another area that kind of surprised me, because when I joined Toastmasters, I expected to just do public speaking, but then again, I was put into a leadership role. And when I started to mix with other people in other clubs, I discovered there were many talents. And surprises start to come forth for me, because now I'm starting to collaborate with certain Toastmasters across various clubs to do something. So, ladies and gentlemen, life will present opportunity to you, right? You need to walk through the door and take up the opportunities. Because as a famous actor once uttered, 80% of life, success in life, is about showing up. If you don't show up, you do not know what is available for you. Has anybody watched the movie Silver Lining Playbook? It's a recent movie starring Robert De Niro. So Robert De Niro had a son, right? His son met a girl. So he asked the father, should I pursue this girl? Robert De Niro replied, when life reaches out to you, it's a sin not to reach back up. So the son took the father's advice and went after the lady. So in life, when opportunities present itself, if there's no structural risk to it, go for it, because you never know how far the door will open for you. So those of you who are not already on the Exco at Toastmasters, at Tampines Changkat Toastmaster Advance, I will appeal to you to join the Exco team. The term is coming up in June. So you can reach out to any one of us and then have a conversation, and we see how far the door opens for you too. Back to you, Toastmaster of the day. Good.
Hello. Thank you very much, Desmond.
I am a minority in a majority community in Singapore.
Okay. Thank you very much for Desmond's speech. Now we have completed our session of the prepared speeches. Can I ask the timer to read out the timer?
First speaker Dash spoke 10 minutes, 21 seconds. Vincent spoke for first speech, 2 minutes, 8 seconds. For his second speech, he spoke 1 minute, 50 seconds. Desmond, he spoke 5 minutes, 17 seconds.
So they're going to have any vote or no vote? Okay, we not we decide to not going to vote for the best speaker for today. Now we are proceeding to the break for 15 minutes or 10 minutes. Okay, so 5 minutes.
Food for us or not? Online food.
You can order online, Patrick.
Mental food ah. Somebody tell jokes ah.
So you can go for 5 minute toilet break.
Okay. See you.
Come back at 8:33.
Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello.
Everybody ready? The second session will be evaluation. Huh? Cannot hear. How you do you are here? Okay. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, good. So we are going to start the second session soon. Summer, are you ready? Okay. The first evaluator for that speech will be distinguished Toastmaster Michael Wee. The timing sequence for this will be yes, will be 2 to 3 minutes. At the 2 minute mark, the green light will be on. At the 2 minute 30 second, the amber light will be on, and at the 3rd minute mark, the red light will be on, and the evaluator have 30 seconds to wrap up. So let's invite Michael V for evaluation last speech.
Hi. Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening. If you cannot hear me, I just go on. Yes, I thought using your deliberate cartoons was a brilliant idea. It certainly helps us to understand the point that you're trying to make. And using Isaac Newton's quotation also connect us with the purpose of this particular presentation, which is Toastmasters mentoring. Right. As you say, the best structure we can have is the introduction to tell us what you want to tell us, in the body to tell us, and in the conclusion to tell us what you've told us. So, and that's exactly what you did. You came on and you say, okay, I'm going to tell you about mentoring, and I'm going to tell you about why, who, and what. And then you go on telling us why, who, and what. And at the end, you told us again, what I've told you is the why, the who, and the what. So that's a structure we can all understand. The pattern is also, you follow a very clear pattern. You have a cartoon, followed by explanation, and then a personal experience, which is what we're looking for here. You want to have your personal experience in mentoring, whether as a mentor or as a protege. Some suggestions. Your title, I thought, was a little bit long. Title, I stand on the shoulders. If I am better than anybody else, it's because I stand on the shoulders of giants. I thought you can just cut it down and just say the shoulders of giants. Shoulders of giants will tell us what you're talking about. It's all about mentoring of people who have helped you. Also, I thought you may have spent too much time describing the cartoons. You may not need to know about the person in the white shirt or the green shirt and so on. Let's go straight to the point. For example, in this slide, you can see that the protege is accusing his mentor of teaching him how to avoid responsibilities. That's the point you want to make, and that's about it. That should be about enough. But I'm really not used to this online presentation, because how do we, in this case, gauge spoken variety, eye contact, gestures, audience awareness, comfort level? Limits us to what we can evaluate. And I thought that what we can evaluate it so far, we've come across very well. So congratulations to us on this very excellent presentation.
Thank you very much, distinguished Toastmaster Michael V, for your constructive evaluation for that speech. The second evaluator is attempting the first evaluating stage. Let's welcome Daniel Ng.
Thank you, Nui. Okay, I will flash my picture instead because I think there's some problem with my video. So at least you can see a face. All right. It's a pleasure to evaluate Vincent, accomplished speaker, and yet it's a daunting task to evaluate because I was wondering what recommendation could I offer. Vincent, I think you did well in especially the first speech. The second speech was a little hurried. I believe that is because of your excitement. The excitement caused the pace of the speech to be a little fast, and that's why the timing of the speech was a little short. But I really like your first speech. You have gestures in the screen, and that was something that Michael brought up. With the online speech, there is limitation on how we can impress, how speakers can impress the audience. But I do see the occasional gestures behind the screen, I can see that well, and that really helped. There were reasonable pauses between role play as you took on the voice of your wife, and that was wonderful, and you added the tone, so that variety helps us to register which character said what. The story that you shared with us, the humorous story that you shared, is something that audience can easily relate, and I think that is one of the key idea behind the humorous speech, that is something we can relate. So that is a good accomplishment. I think about just a suggestion that I would like to look at both speech. I guess the second speech is, as I said earlier on, the excitement that quicken the pace. I suppose you can seek cooperation of your wife or other fellow Toastmasters to attend the topics that, because I believe you have the topics beforehand, so I guess you can engage them to be more prepared when it comes to an exciting topic. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Daniel, for your evaluation. Congratulations for your first evaluation.
Thank you.
For the final evaluator evaluating Desmond's speech, let's welcome our Vice President of Education, Changkat.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, both online and offline. And especially to you, Desmond, wherever you are. I cannot see you though. Let life surprise you. You took us by surprise today by telling us about so many facets of your life. From the time you went to NS and you did those 120 laps a day for 2 weeks in swimming, to becoming the APAC #1 salesperson for BPM, to all the way coming and joining our club, and not just joining it as a very cooperative member of the EXCO who's always there with a helping hand. So Desmond, your speech gave us a very good insight into who you actually are, which is the actual purpose of an icebreaker speech. We get to know you, and these are the good parts about your speech. The other thing that I loved about your speech was the quotation from one of the latest movies, which is The Silver Linings Playbook. So now let me go to what could be better. You took 3 stories and you gave us a lot of details, like how many days of swimming, how many laps of swimming, how did it make you a better swimmer. Is there any noise in the background? Can someone mute that? I'll continue back. And then again, for your APAC story, you gave us a lot of details on all 3 stories on who you met, how you became the #1. But there was something missing. A story is essentially the journey of the main character or the protagonist from point A to point B. And it is made up of expressions, it is made up of plots, it is made up of a climax and what he achieves after that. So although all your stories did have a message and what you earned, we did not get to see the real you who was achieving those successes and how it happened. So a little more feeling, emotion, gesture, like when you said you swam those 120 laps, you could show us by panting, after the 120, I didn't even have strength to open my mouth and eat chicken rice. My jaw just dropped open. We would know how tired you were. Or how did you become that #1 APAC salesman? So I would suggest using just 1 story instead of 3 would be a great way to get to know the real person and how this person goes about achieving and going to the top. or like just how you have become a favorite of everyone in the exco. So to me, the good parts of your story were using everything personal, we get to know you, but you could use maybe just one story, and when you make a quotation, give credit to the actor by giving us the name of the actor or the writer of that quote. That makes it more authentic, and be very clear when you mention the quote. So with that, I hope to see more stories from you, because you are a box full of surprises, and keep your stories going. Thank you, Desmond, for today.
Thank you very much, Sankita, for your construction evaluation for better speech in the future for Desmond. So next, I would like to invite our timer to report the timing of the evaluators.
Michael, we spoke 2 minutes, 47 seconds. Daniel spoke 2 minutes, 26 seconds. Sangita spoke 3 minutes in 2 minutes in 1 second.
So everybody qualify for voting. So Desmond will send you a link to vote for the best evaluator of today. Now we can proceed to the next section, which is table topics. Our table topic master today is none other than our club president, the tidy, powerful lady. Let's welcome our president, Ko Lee Siang.
Hello. Unmute. Your face is on. Okay. You have to unmute.
Sorry, technical problem.
Hello.
Hello.
Unmute. Hello.
Hello.
Can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yes, yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
The table topic is for everybody to think on the page. The timing sequence will be 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, the green light will flash. At 1.5 minutes, the amber light. At 2 minutes, the red light will flash. Anyone want to volunteer for the first speaker?
Yes. Ivan.
Kita. The first question. The greatest wealth is health. Cannot see. Can see? The greatest wealth is health.
Okay, can I start?
I need to share the screen.
Okay, so can I start?
Yes, you can start.
Okay. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters, club president, and everyone online. The greatest wealth is health. Could this be any more true in any other time than right now? We're right in the middle of COVID-19. Singapore has already seen the first wave. This is the second wave. And health is certainly the greatest wealth. Tell me, if you have all the money in the world, can you even travel as far as Johor to date? Even if you had your own helipad, could you take your own helicopter and fly even to Malaysia? No, you could not. But if you are all well and you're attending a Toastmasters meeting, it just means that is your real wealth. As long as you're healthy and you do not contract any virus, because this virus sadly does not have any cure so far. So if you are in the pink of health and you're taking precautions in this day and age, that is your greatest wealth. When times are better, when the virus dies down, and we are all at a space in life when we can travel again, we can do the things we want, life will be different. But if you are stuck with the virus and you have all the money, it is going to be of no use. So health is the greatest wealth. Couldn't be any more true than right now. Let us learn it and let us learn to live by it. You respect your health and it will respect you for the rest of your life. Back to you, Toastmaster for the day. Sorry, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Sankita. Anyone else?
Yes, can I take part?
Ivan Lee?
Yes. I'm new to online, first time I do it. So I'm a greenhorn now.
Okay. A cheerful heart is the best medicine of all.
Can you repeat?
A cheerful heart is the best medicine of all. Wait, let me type on the chat group. A cheerful heart is the best medicine of all. Can see from the chat?
A cheerful heart is the best medicine of all. Okay, good. Yes, I see it. Yeah. A great evening, Toastmasters, Table Topics Masters, and everyone. This is the first time I do it for the online, and I have a cheerful heart to know what it's all about. So today, the cheerful heart, I think, very important in whatever thing, especially at this point of time. We are all in the midst of this virus outbreak, always a negativity, but there is always something positive we can learn. What a positive thing I learned is most of the people now are united together and take care of one another. Despite all the viruses, all the negative news, and all the challenges that we face. But I think you come out of good things. Whatever thing we do, I think there is always a lesson to learn, something we can well do together and make it something happen. Just like we are Toastmaster Club now. Now we can do online. At the comfort of your home. Yeah, at first we thought that, oh, no, we can't do Toastmaster Club. There's so many things, restriction. And then no one to come for our Toastmaster Club physically. But now we are here to support one another. And not only that, we can see one another also through online. So I think that's the right way. And whatever we do, there's always silver lining. And be cheerful every time. Back to you, table topic master.
Thank you. Anyone to go next? Okay. Có screen đấy. Okay. Take care of your body. It's the only place you have to live. Yeah, take care of your body.
Every topic master, my fellow Toastmasters, take care of your body, for it's the only place you can live. Pretty much like the very first topic, health is universal. In the recent presentation, I talked about the two main components of happiness. One, to have a family close to you, and two, to be healthy. Without either of them, you can't have a very happy life. In this case, it is said that take care of your body because this is only what you have, and if you do not take care of it, then what are you living in? I'll give you an example. I live in a world of pain. Every day, I take 14 capsules of pills just to suppress the pain that I have on my face. I cannot take a shower with the water running, the water falling directly on my face because that was agony for me. I cannot blow my nose too loudly. Because again, there was then a bolt being right up to my eye. So this body is giving me a lot of trouble. And unfortunately, it's the only body I have. So I have this condition. But there are other things I need to take care of. I need to take care that there are no other problems that may crop up. There are other people who have more serious problems right now. So in spite of this, I have to take care of what's left of this temple. I would say this is the only place I have to live in, and I will take care of it the best of my ability. So
next one, Angela. Angela. Angela, unmute please. Okay, I can.
Is that it?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good.
Your question, the first wealth is health. The first wealth is health.
The first wealth is health. We've already heard excellent speeches on this subject tonight. What can I add? I would like to add, listen to your own body, because your body is telling you messages all the time, and often we don't listen to them. Every bit of your body has a series of ways of talking to you. you can look at your body and see messages. For example, you can see whether your tongue is pink or white. That tells you a message. You can look at your fingers and see if your nails have got lines on them, across them, or going up them, or if they're completely level. You can see if your skin is going dry and flaking off. If you've got dandruff, it means you've got dry skin. So you can moisturize it or you can drink water. If you're constipated, you haven't had enough water. If you've got diarrhea, then perhaps you're eating too much fruit or you've eaten something bad and your body's trying to get rid of it. All the time, your body is giving you messages and signals which tell you what to do. And it's up to you to spend your time and spend your effort rewarding your body for giving you this message and listening to your body, taking note of what it's telling you. If you go to a doctor, one of the first things they will say to you is, when did this problem start? Can I look at the rash? How big is it? You can be your own doctor and you can make notes of, for example, when did you fall ill? How often did something happen? How big is the rash? And so on. We're moving towards the stage where we'll all be able to go online and be our own doctor. Doctors will be there to prescribe the medicine, but we'll be able to get the diagnosis either ourselves or from filling in the forms which ask us to observe and either say what's happening or show a picture. So that is the message. Listen to your body, and then because your first wealth is your health.
Thank you, Angela. Next, Aplas, you want to go?
Yeah, sure.
Safa?
Yes.
Okay. I'm back. Sorry, I dropped off. Sorry. Safa, just now I dropped off. Okay, please start. You ready?
Oh, so that was a topic.
Yes, happiness is nothing more than good health and bad memories.
Okay. Thank you, Table Topics Master. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
It's my first online meeting, and thank you for your cooperation to go on mute. Finally, I can hear the host and everybody. Happiness is nothing more than good health and bad memory. I think I need to agree to this statement. I used to be really in a good state of mental health as well as physical health. But I did have a good memory at the time. All the issues that came across, even despite my good health, brought me down. But when I overcome that issue of forgetting all the bad stuff, I mean, your brain is not for keeping your information. It's just to come up with some smart ideas. As long as you forget what happens today, look forward for the positive things to happen in your life, you'll be always happy. I think most married people will understand it's good to have a bad memory. Life will be really peaceful. Okay, I got the green light. I'm trying adapting to the online version. So I request all of you to take care of your health at this pandemic and forget about the bad things and be very positive. Everything will be okay, and take care of your health as well. Back to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Safa. Thank you, everyone, for the sharing. Yes, we will definitely pass through, and the period will be over soon. Just bear with it. Now, let me hand over to the Toastmaster of the day, Nui.
Thank you very much.
Unmute.
Can you?
Okay. Hello. Yes. The next session, we would like to go on the language evaluation. I would like to invite our language evaluator, Angela Lansbury, to take the session.
Hello. Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me? Excellent. We had a lovely evening with wonderful language. I have pages and pages of notes of the good things and the interesting things which everybody said. First of all, on the word of the day, I need to tell you there's a difference between cooperation and cooperation. I heard 2 or 3 people use it well. There were many, many things which I liked, which I heard which sounded good. I particularly liked the idea that our club team is like a buffet. Can anybody remember who said that? Was it Victor? It was excellent. I also liked many alliterations which I heard. I heard, we are privileged to be part of this situation. I heard some very positive words. He said that something was a brilliant idea. And I liked Dan's evaluation when he said, what suggestion can I offer? So that he wasn't criticizing, he was making suggestions and offering them. I thought that was very positive. And from Sangeeta, I heard, how did you achieve it? And I also heard a box full of surprises. That was great fun. And another thing I heard was, let life surprise you. That was also, and from Sangeeta, a helping hand. All very good. Now let me give you some tips on things you can say that will make your language even better. Some helpful tips. First thing I'd like to tell you is the speaker have should be the speaker had, past tense. Next, important is an adjective, but importance is a noun. So the important thing, but the importance of this. If you show a slide with a question on it, add the question mark. Because in English, we always give a clue with the punctuation to the reader as to how to think it and say it. A few little tips on pronunciation. Evaluator, not evaluator, evaluator. The way to say the V is by putting your top teeth on your lower lip. V, 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 v. Can you all say Vivian? Vivian. Or say Vivian. Girl's name, Vivian. 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 Now say evaluator. That way you'll be sure to get the V. Vivian is the evaluator. Vivian is the evaluator. Now, I heard somebody say it's mean. This is very commonly said. What you should say is it means. The S comes on the end of the verb. It means. When it comes to timing, 30-second should be 30 seconds. You add the S on the end for the plural. I heard somebody say during. The British pronunciation would be during. Number 5, let's hear all the letters in the word. 5. That's a V again, V. 5. Then I heard somebody say, before marriage, I taught. Well, past tense of teach is taught. Past tense of think is thought. Now I'd like you all to say Thelma thought. And you say the th by putting your tongue outside underneath your front teeth. So let's all say Thelma thought. Can you all say that? Thelma thought. Thelma thought. I can see some of you are thinking. Practice that at home when no one's listening, nobody's watching. Thelma thought. Now, another grammatical point. The most important thing, not just the most important, but the most important thing. You have to add a word there. And go district level should be go to district level. Cannot hear should be I cannot hear or we cannot hear, because you need to say who is doing it. The only time you drop the I, you, or we is when you're giving a command. In English, we don't say you go there. We would normally say go there, but normally we add the person. So instead of cannot hear, which is a description, we would say we cannot hear. I also heard she said him. That should be she said to him. I heard another use of the present tense. I don't know when it should be I didn't know. And now I heard a Blake, which should be a break. And finally, this is one that comes up a lot. I heard gestures, as if it's a guess. Now, if you think of the name George, when you have a G followed by an E, that softens the G, so it becomes a J. So George guesses, because there's no E after the G. George guesses. Can you all say George guesses?
George guesses.
Thank you.
Guesses.
But the word genuine, it's not genuine, it's genuine because it's a G-E. Then finally, what else can I tell you? I can tell you, I like Daniel's positive words when he said to somebody that the speaker spoke fast because he was excited, so that he made a compliment out of a suggestion. And finally, I'll add with a couple more positives. I liked Sangeeta, who said somebody was in the pink of health, and Ivan Lee used alliteration about negative news, which is negative, but a lesson to learn, which is positive. So let's all end on a positive note. Thank you all for your cooperation. I hope we can all cooperate again. Thank you. Not just thank you to Thelma, but thank you to everybody.
Hey!
Hello, thank you very much. Angela, welcome. Yen. Okay, next session, I would like to invite our club president to closing the address for meeting today.
Hello, can you all hear me?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Lock and care.
Now we will come to the segments of our prize presentation. The first, we do not have the best speaker voting today. We will move on to the best evaluators. Best evaluators. The best evaluator for tonight is Changkat.
Another virtual ribbon.
Virtual ribbon. Next time I can make one. Virtual ribbon. Yeah. Then next we come for the best table topic. The best table topic goes to microwave. Thank you everyone for the meetings. Now let's how should I say? Let's replay, see did we do well for today and what can be improved. I think for us here, we have some connections problems. We have dropped off a couple of times. If we are doing 100% online, I think we may not have this problem. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yeah. And I would like those online to share when you do the speech at home. I hear some of them, their speech is very clear and some not so clear. So people like Angela, what do you use to make your voice so clear?
I'm using a laptop. I'm talking into my laptop.
So you just use the laptop and the speaker itself, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's all.
Because I think sometimes we use a mic, it doesn't sound very loud as well.
Are you saying it would sound louder or less loud with a mic?
Just now, earlier on, we has experienced like those people who put on the mic to do speech and we can't hear clearly. Like Das, are you there? Das?
Yes, Lysian.
Yeah, Das. Because earlier on your speech, we are not able to hear clearly. So we'd like to know what have you used, what make it not so clear, so that we can learn and.
Yeah, no, I was actually using my Bluetooth headset. So I think folks on the call could hear me. That's what I saw from the chat window. Sangeeta and others, I saw a message saying that they could hear me.
Yeah, we could hear, but I think it's not clear. From our side here, we don't hear it clearly.
Okay, not sure about that because for my office calls also, you use the same headset and it works okay. So
like now your speech is clearer compared to just now your speech.
Okay, do you want me to test it once with the headset? I can do that in 1 second.
It's not what you want to say something? Oh, okay. But all in all, besides some of the distractions, is an awesome meeting. Thank you everyone for joining us. The next meeting in April will be on 100% online. So hope everybody learns how to get used to Zoom and practice how to present online. This is a new way of presenting. for a couple of months. When the situation is better, then we can revert back to physical meeting. And for your information, we have a workshop coming out on 13 April. Do look out for the further updates. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. Stay safe, stay healthy.
Good night, everyone.
Thank you.
Stay
Bye,
safe,
good
stay
night.
healthy.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I have to lock out.
So, definitely is you.
For your screen, right? How to set up the fix? I mean the
You pin the video.
pin the video.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I think I haven't locked out. Yeah.
It's the $40 for the Christmas.
Huh?